Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Prem back with another show, and today I will be doing a weekly wrap up where I found things interesting to discuss and talk about. And hey, what's
Yep.
going on, Night Watch? How you
Hey,
doing?
what's going on, man?
Hey, man, had to change internet providers last week. Yeah,
Oh, I know what that's like.
yeah. So how things going with you?
Good, man. Good. I can't complain.
All right, that's what I want to hear. Good stuff. Good stuff. So on this live stream, it's gonna be nice and easy. I got some stuff I'm working on for next week, but we were talking about things I came across. I want to share with you and the audience. So let's dive right into it.
All right.
So we have this going on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's your thoughts? I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it because I like the character of Blade, and I think Mahershala Ali obviously is a very good actor.
Hmm.
Um, don't get me wrong. I love the Wesley Snipes days, and I think Wesley was really good in the role. So it's going to be interesting to see, how Mahershala makes it his own, and it's probably more important than that. Going to see how Kevin Feige and Marvel position Blade because the movies, or at least I believe the first two, were rated R of the old movies.
Hmm.
And I know with this one, they're going to go, or at least I thought I heard that they're going to go PG-13, kind of like the third Blade movie, which was the weakest of the three. So it'll be interesting to see how this one turns out.
I'm glad you say that. The third one. There's a lot of complications on that movie. The set, I guess, with Wesley Snipes and the director.
Hmm.
Goyer. He had his hands in that. And plus, they're trying to do a spin off at the same time with Ryan Reynolds and I forgot the other girl name.
Jessica Biel.
Yeah. So that movie was packed already with a
Yeah.
lot of stuff. Um, I think the key thing to Blade is you can make him your own. You just have to make him smooth and cool. I think that's the core thing to Blade. He was very smooth and cool.
Hmm.
He had a very African American culture vibe to him that
Hmm.
bled through. So I think anyone that can play him that's African American, from light to dark, whatever the case may be, I just think you got to have that core coolness and smoothness about you.
Hmm.
And if you can sell that, then you're all right with me being Blade. But like you said again, this guy's a well-rounded actor. I've seen a lot of his movies. I think it's in good hands. One thing about Marvel, they do take time to work on the characters and flesh them out and make sure they fit. I'm quite sure that they got everything worked out. And
Hmm.
spoiler, you seen Eternals yet?
I haven't seen Eternals yet, man.
Okay, I'll keep that to myself.
I
I won't share that. So
you
I'm
just
gonna move on. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's a sister directing this one too. This young sister is directing this Blade movie. She has some writing credentials to her. I should have put her picture in the work up there, but maybe next time when the movie get closer, we can go over her stuff.
yeah,
And, hopefully on your channel, you can do like what you usually do, like a series, and go through all the movies and really dissect them and break them down. I
yeah,
definitely enjoy that when you do stuff like that. I think that's very, very interesting and insightful and stuff like that.
yeah. No, we
Um,
we enjoy that too, man.
yeah, definitely like that. I think you really got that down pat. So if I need to look at something, I always kind of like go to your page and get it, little cheat sheet.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
um, I'm here for this. I'm here for this. Um, I'm not sure you remember the ending of Guardian of the Galaxy 1, but if
Hmm.
you do, you remember that Michelle Yeoh, Sylvester Stallone, other characters in there together, and it worked. It fit. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And was it two? I think it was two.
Yeah, I think it was two. Yep.
Yeah, but it fit, and I enjoy that. So if they can make it work, bring them guys back in, um, and have them do a spinoff, I'm here for it. I like this because I think majority of those actors are older, like 40 and 50 and up. You know,
Hmm.
they can still draw people. If they got a demographic that they can cater to. You know, let's see who's going. They got backstory. It's just a lot there.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, man, I like the idea of it too. I mean, it just increases, the world building of Marvel, and it increased the world building of the Guardians of the Galaxy specifically. And look, man, anytime you can have, an OG like Sly Stallone, I mean, I'm always all for it, man. I just the other day I just watched the Rocky versus Drago director's cut, man. So I'm on a Sylvester Stallone high. It's like, but it's great, seeing that. These are, and that's the other thing too. This just came to my mind. Actors like that, Stallone and actors from back in the day, back from the '80s and stuff. I mean, these are the guys that helped to make movies just so accessible to the world. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
blockbusters. You get what I'm saying? So if if they're interested in doing something and you can make it work and invite them into your world building,
Mm-hmm.
have at it, man. These are the people that help to make it possible to have these blockbuster movies, in my opinion. You know.
Yeah, I'm a co-sign that, but I have something that you're gonna like that's further down this list, and we're gonna sit on it and we're gonna dissect it since you
Okay.
said that. So I
Okay.
got this worked out, and I can't wait to get to it so we can chop it up.
Okay.
Um, the next thing I got here, have you watched What If series yet?
You know what? And I feel so bad because my brother, he keeps like harping on me because he's like, I can't believe you haven't watched it. I haven't watched it yet, man, because I was just so behind on
Mm-hmm.
so much stuff. And actually, once I missed the first episode, that's what messed me up because I was like,
Mm-hmm.
because I wanted to watch it,
Mm-hmm.
in succession. So yeah, man, I haven't seen it yet. I've heard good things about it, but I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I'm an avid comic book collector, so I remember the comic books back in the day. I collected some of them, and
Hmm.
the way they just did this, it really let me know that these guys in the Marvel House was really writing and getting the original writers from these books and letting them
Hmm.
get their input and letting them have a major say and just like working it to produce something for this genre, this generation and stuff, but still
Hmm.
catering enough to our generation. So
Yep.
when you do see it, you're gonna enjoy it, and maybe we can discuss that. I don't want to ruin nothing for you. That's the worst. But if they do a series dealing with this right here, Marvel
Hmm.
Zombies, which that run itself was a really good run.
Yeah, it was.
You read the comic books, Marvel
Mhm.
Zombies?
Yep.
Okay, so you already know what's going on.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, what's on it. Um, let's see what we got here. Here's another one for you. What do you think about this?
Yeah, it's funny because I just heard about it too just the other day, and I didn't. I was this close to doing like a quick little news break spot on it, but I
Mhm,
was again, and I'm not trying to plug it, but I was so consumed with the Rocky versus Drago thing that took
mhm,
precedence over it. But
mhm,
I did read the article, and I had followed before this one, the news about the prequel and all that type of stuff. And I'm a huge Predator fan.
mhm,
And so the whole idea of how they're trying to do it and kind of, bare bones type of way that they're approaching the story,
mhm,
right from the beginning, I thought that that was a good idea. So now kind of seeing it come together more, seeing that the title is going to be Prey and stuff like that.
mhm.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I think it's a good direction to go in.
Yeah, I'm about to co-sign what you said. I think well, the story's going to be back in native or indigenous people of this, this country, and that's what one of the first predators going to land in. they're gonna take it from there, dealing with
Mhm.
natives defending themselves and going up against the predator. That
Mhm.
alone is a good concept and a good setting.
Mhm.
It's like a clean slate from what we had before. Not
Yeah.
saying what we had before was bad, but I think you have to really just take care of this property, man. You know what I'm saying? Predators are really unique entity character that I enjoy. You can drop in
Mhm.
different settings. You just have to get a good director, good actors, and you can take it from there. The
Yeah.
last one, Shane Black. I'm not sure what was going on. I really appreciate what you done before. So when you made this one, I was thinking maybe because the studio head was involved heavy,
Mhm.
or wherever the case may be. But I ain't gonna say it was horrible, but it wasn't what I expected from him because he's a really good director.
Right.
So you're familiar with some of his stuff, right? Shane
Oh
Black.
yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. Oh, so here we go. This is this is for us.
Oh wow.
So when you talk about the Salon and this and that, I remember Salon made Tango and Cash,
Yes.
48 Hours, Beverly Cops Like, Midnight Run, all these movies, and it put me in that mind. So hopefully, we got two very strong masculine men in the lead,
Mhm.
and let's see what happens, man. If they can lean towards more the 48 hours type vibe, Midnight Run, then I'm here for it.
Mhm. Yeah.
What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea, man. We it's funny and talking about movies like we all do.
Hmm.
Sometimes as I say it, I think to myself, am I just, a prisoner of time or whatever? But I really do think it's true. I mean, we need to get back to some movies like that, like the Tango and Cashes and the Beverly Hills Cops. We haven't had anything like that, and I'm not talking about a reboot or a remake. I'm talking about that type of vibe, that type of rhythm to a
Hmm.
movie where you have two stars like this scenario here, and have your good action. Have some funny moments. Take it seriously as far as making it a good movie, as far as the script. You
Hmm.
know, and make something that is in that vein. I think it's a great idea, and I really do miss those types of movies. I really, really do. So hopefully this idea will pan out. And Batista, especially Batista, he's really shown a progression over
Hmm.
time as far as his ability to to be a good actor. I mean, I'm not
Hmm.
saying he's great. He's not there yet, but I have seen growth. And his his appearance or his small role in Blade Runner 2049, I was like, wow, if you set this guy up and put him in the right role, he was good. Like he was nothing like he usually is,
Hmm.
and it was a very intense and dramatic appearance role that he had in Blade Runner 2049. So especially for him, I think you set him up with a good script. Same thing with Momoa kind of, he's getting better with some stuff too. I just wish that, or I hope that he kind of morphs a little bit, because like in every movie, even in
He's
Aquaman, is
he's
like,
holding a sword, or he's kind of like in a time period piece.
yeah, it's like in every movie he's playing Jason Momoa. It's like,
Hmm.
like stretch yourself a little bit. So hopefully they can do that. But either way, the movie will be fun because both of these actors, they have really good personalities that shine through and that
Hmm.
are fun. So if they approach the project right, it'll be home run.
Yeah, I think that's the thing right there. Again, I want to talk about the money side. They both have a big demographic and a big following.
Hmm.
Put them in one movie with a good director, like you said, and respect the script, make it tight,
Yes.
then this can be something. Hopefully, I'd like to see two big guys like that get their own franchise, which I haven't seen in a while, if I can recall, remember. So
Hmm.
let's get
Yeah.
back to that. But again,
Yeah,
take on Cast, Cobra, Beverly Hills Cops, 48 Hours, the movies in that vein that we used to watch and enjoy. I'm here for it. Let's tap back into that. And I think
yeah,
audience young and old are ready to check those movies out.
I agree.
So this
Yeah.
right here.
Uh,
Whew.
yeah,
Mm-mm-mm.
yeah,
You go
putting
first,
that
man. You go
messing
first.
up messing up my man Jake's hair like that. Dude, leave that boy alone. Look, man, I'm gonna say right now, and I've said it on my channel too. Jake Gyllenhaal is no joke as an actor.
You
Like
ever see Night Watch?
the yeah, Nightcrawler.
Yeah, I mean Nightcrawler.
Yes,
Say
yes.
less. There you go.
Jake Gyllenhaal. I mean, seriously, man. Like, there, he has done some stuff in movies, and what I'm getting at is, I'm a real big fan of his, and I think he's a very talented actor. I had heard before that they were going to do this Roadhouse reboot, remake thing, whatever they're calling it. Originally, they were going to have Ronda Rousey starring in it, and that fell through. And
Thank
so,
God. No,
yeah,
no
yes,
disrespect to her, but nah.
right, yeah, don't put her in a movie like that. That's not a good setup for her. Get her a nice, grounded action movie where she can show her physicality. That's what
Mm-hmm,
she needs to do. With this,
mm-hmm,
I think it's a good idea to update Roadhouse,
mm-hmm.
but it's tricky because, and shout out to Patrick Swayze, rest in peace. But Roadhouse was definitely a gem of its time. So this will be tricky as far as how they approach it, whether it's modern times, or if they go back in the day, the 80s or whatever with it. But either way, if the script is good, and if Jake is the star of it, I think it'll be, I'll be all in to watch it.
Okay. Um, he is an excellent actor. He's kind of underrated in my book.
Mm,
My concern is we're going to need a really good fight choreographer to pull
yes.
this off.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I watched the original one,
Mm-hmm.
and it was your typical low budget regular movie, but everybody came and acted. When they were doing
Yes.
fighting, they were acting. They were selling it. They took it seriously. It wasn't a paycheck, and it shows through how they the end result. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's a really good movie. It's a classic. So if he do take on Roadhouse, then you got to come correct, man.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a
Yeah.
lot of people like you and I that understand what Patrick Swayze did.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to tarnish that, and that's a really
Right.
good movie.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And that's the tricky part, because you're coming into a movie that it's a cult classic. It's so it's loved, and obviously with Patrick Swayze not being here, that heightens everything as far as, like you said, not wanting to tarnish it. But at the same time, as an actor or an artist, I can imagine that someone like Jake, or other people, they'd want to respect the legacy, but not try to just have a poor imitation. And I
No,
think,
own it. Do your own thing.
yeah, yeah. And but again, that's tricky because, like I said, I think movies like Roadhouse and something like Cobra and things like that, they really are a gem of their time. So do you modernize it, or are you going to put it in the 80s? So I'm going to be really interested to see how this goes. But as
Well,
long
for
as they
me,
respect it.
yeah, for me, I'm about to say let's go back to the 80s.
Yeah, I would
Just,
say so too.
yeah, just for
Definitely.
me. So we both agree on that. Let's keep it in the 80s if possible. If
Yeah,
they do bring the present time, it's not gonna make us not go see it. But
right.
all right. This next one. Have you seen this yet?
I haven't seen it yet, man. And
What?
I've been kicking myself in the butt. I know. You like, what?
You, you see the background right here, right?
I know, I know. I was like, oh man, and I've been wanting to see it too, man, because obviously, it just looked so awesome. The trailer was so awesome, man.
Yeah, it's good. Jay-Z produced this movie. Excuse me. The soundtrack is awesome. The acting got Regina Key, a lot of up and coming and seasoned black actors and actresses in this movie. Um, they did it. They skipped all the what we call today woke stuff and went right back to old school spaghetti western type of movies. Fistful of Dollars,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. Saying Pell Rider, all those movies. Saying Tombstone. The
Yep.
list goes on and on and on. So Posse.
Mm.
What's the other one that they had out there? Outlaws. Just it was a good western movie. And if you haven't seen it, I want to ruin it for you. But maybe next week we can touch on that.
Okay.
Um, this one right here, I had a friend of mine who collected these. I watched one season and left it alone, but he loved this. He loved
Hmm.
them. I'm
Mm.
not sure if you're familiar with Gundams.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that, although I didn't see it.
Yeah, well, this is the live action version of it. I
Mm-hmm.
guess this is the first teaser look of it. I'm here for it. I'm
Me
here for
too.
it. Again, the animation was heavy and deep.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, they can like shave it down a little bit and balance it. Not saying it should be all action, but let's not get to an episode nobody's fighting. You know.
Right.
But yeah, so stuff like that. So let's keep that on the back burner, let it marinate, and then when it comes out, we can definitely discuss that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I'd be interested in checking it out.
This is something I'm looking forward to.
Yes. Yes.
I'm not sure how people don't understand how deep the last one was
Mm-hmm.
because to me the concept was, well, what is human, what is not human? What I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And the girl had the DNA and all that stuff, and who are you to say this is this and that? And that's deep,
Mm-hmm.
So if they're gonna go along that line, then I'm here for it. Again, it's a big, it's a well-known franchise, so we're gonna get some really good special effects in there.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna definitely put money in there, stuff like that. But I definitely enjoyed all of them so far. So good. Let's keep this rolling. What's your thoughts on this Jurassic Park?
Yeah, I'm excited about it, and it's so funny because obviously the original is just a classic, a masterpiece. What Steven Spielberg was able to do with that first movie to this day is still just amazing. Just with the effects and everything, the story, the acting, everything was top notch,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah, and for them to now have this new, new trilogy, new set of movies that they're doing with Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard, which, by the way, I think both of them are awesome, and their chemistry is so good. It's like when I first saw the first one, Jurassic World,
Hmm.
um, I was a little. I mean, I wanted to see it and I was excited, but I was just a little curious, and
Hmm.
I was so happy with it. And with the last one, I love that one too. And like you said, it really went deep. So I'm excited for this one. And I think it's awesome because it's like a new Jurassic Park for this younger generation. And I think they're good movies. So yeah.
I think that's the core thing right there. Like it's camouflage, but even the first one was talking about, well, who are you to play God and bring these creatures back?
Right.
Now fast forward to who are you to make the DNA of this girl? So
Mm-hmm.
they've always been pushing the boundaries and stuff like that. That's the
Mm-hmm.
core of the story. But
Yeah.
it's camouflage and action and all that stuff, which they do
Mm-hmm.
well. So let's see where they're going to take it this time. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
Me too. Me too.
There's your boy.
Yeah, boy. Yes. Oh my God, man. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I really think that the Expendable series is doing well.
Mm,
I think the last one was okay. It
yeah.
wasn't bad. It
Mm-hmm.
was okay. I think they need to just like get back to the meat and the bones. There's a mission. Let's complete the mission. Things happen, and that's it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Of course, I like when they introduce some of the younger actors, up and coming people.
Mm-hmm.
They have the seasoned actor. I definitely enjoy that. I think they should do more of that in Hollywood
Yeah.
movies. Um,
Yeah.
I don't like when they put actors in so-called parentheses in the pastors stuff like that. But that's one of the reasons why I like this movie. Besides the action and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts?
Man, where do I where do I start? Look, this is awesome stuff, man. First of all, my man Eco Ways from the raid.
Mm-hmm.
I've just been waiting for him to blow up. I have been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and I hope that this is like another step that he's taking, because those two raid movies, and he's done other movies too. Headshot was good too.
Mm-hmm.
This cat is he look, this cat can move like with this martial arts that he does. And you got someone like Jason Statham, who still is in amazing physical condition and who still moves like he's like 30 years younger than he
Mm-hmm.
is. So I'm hoping that they have a nice scene where they're like I think it was 2, where Jason Statham faced off against Scott Adkins,
Mm-hmm.
and
That's
Scott
my boy
Adkins.
right there.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying, man. And it's like, we got to get these guys to have their moments, and I hope that they have a nice moment for these guys in Expendables 4. But yeah, I'm hyped up for it. I love the Expendables movies. I agree with you that 3 kind of dipped down a little. I still loved it, but
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't at that same level as 1 and 2. And but I hope that this one is really good. And from what I hear, I don't know if you've heard it or not, but from what I hear, Sly has said that this is the one where he's gonna kind of, pass the baton, over to Jason Statham,
Mm-hmm.
and his Lee Christmas character, because look, man, and I said it when I was talking about, the Rocky director's cut. Sylvester Stallone, what a career. He's still amazing. He's still in great shape. But look, let's be real. Everyone has to have their moment when they move to different things.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing more, like he did the editing for this thing. He's a director. I just want to enjoy all the time we have. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm hoping that this movie is as amazing as I'm hoping it's going to be, and I'm sure it will be great.
Yeah, and just to add on to that, let's talk about Sylvester Stallone. This guy's up there.
Yes.
And he's in top shape. I follow him on TikTok like maybe 4 days ago,
Hmm.
and majority of his TikTok videos, he's in the gym. Everything is from the gym.
Right.
So it's a way of life for him.
It is.
Um, it makes sense that he handed Patan over or this franchise over to Jason Statham. He rightfully earned it and deserves it.
Hmm.
Um, but one thing I will say to you, and let's just put it out there, I think, and I would like to see Michael J. White in this.
Yeah. Yes.
So it's on record that we assuming and hoping that we like to see that brother in there. You know.
Absolutely, man. I mean, and that's the thing, man. Michael J. White, I mean, he's had so many great movies. I've loved him in so many of his movies, and he's tried to make it, to break through that ceiling, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
But never really has been able to. And he's got the talent. He's definitely got the physical talent. That's never been a
Mm-hmm.
question. But he's got the acting talent to be, in different roles, bigger roles. And a movie franchise like this, a situation like this would be perfect for him, because you've got
Mm-hmm.
a whole entourage of characters with him. I'd love to see him in it for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so this one right here, I skimmed over it, but when I look at the picture, I'm like, damn, man, he's gonna knock this one out the park.
Yes, 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 yes. I heard about it. Yes, yes, yes. My boy right there, Leonardo.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. I'm saying he's gonna knock this out the park. I do remember the original one, watching it, and then I watched a documentary 2 years ago on this guy. So
Hmm.
there's a lot of stuff there to really make a great movie. I'm
Yes.
not sure if Martin Scorsese is directing it because I know majority of Leonardo DiCaprio films they deal
Yep.
with each other,
Hmm.
which is fine. A lot of directors and actors do that.
Hmm.
What's your thoughts on this?
Oh man, again, Leonardo. It's what it's been fun to watch his career over all these years because he's in our generation. You know what I'm saying? To
Mm-hmm.
see as such a young kid in all these roles and then obviously shocked the world with Titanic and he's just a little kid and you're
Mm-hmm.
like, this guy, he might have talent. And then to see the things that he's done, especially in the last, decade and a half, it's just been nice to see that growth in his
Mm-hmm.
ability. He is literally one of the best actors today. For me, he really, really is. And I think he's going to knock it out of the park with this. This is the type of movie that just smells Academy Award all over it. And
Yeah.
the story itself is just so tragic.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting in the sense that you can't believe it happened, but it did.
Mm-hmm.
And so this movie, I'm just hoping we know Leo is gonna be great in it, right? But I'm
Mm-hmm.
just hoping that the script is good and everything falls into place. I think this could be a huge thing. Huge.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking forward to this one. Again, this one is basically him relying on his acting skill. There's no special effects. There's no explosions. Just him delivering these lines and selling it
Mm-hmm.
and make you believe that he is Jim Jones.
Yep.
He will have a supporting cast in there, which I know they're going to pick some really good people to balance and work off him.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, the script's going to be top notch because he's not going to step to nothing where it's going to be half-assed. He's at that point now where he can just do that, and
Yeah.
rightfully so. He's
Right.
just a director. We're trying to see who the director is going to make this movie. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll keep our ears to the street and find out who's going to be the one who's doing this movie.
Yep.
All right. Had to put some horror in there for us.
There you go.
I did watch the trailer,
Uh-huh.
and it put me in the mind Cabin Fever mixed in with what's that movie that James Gunn did? Slither.
Slither, yeah.
Very gory type thing. So if you get a chance, check it out. But I'm here for it. We need a nice little gory movie with not too much CGI but practical effects. So
Mm.
when you do get a chance to watch that trailer, check it out.
Yeah, I will.
And here's another one for us: The Last of Us. Um, Neil Druckmann. Quite sure you're familiar with his work. He started
Mm-hmm.
off with Dog Soldier. Um, what else he made? Dog Soldier, Doomsday.
Oh
No,
yeah.
Doomsday. Yeah, I just watched that with Lori. She enjoyed that one.
Mm-hmm.
And he did an episode Game of Thrones. I think it was the best episode when he was trying to run to the boats and the walkers were trying to catch him.
Mm-hmm.
Better series than that. But I'm looking forward to this. Again, from what I read, it looks good, looks promising. I guess it's off a video game.
Yep.
I went and watched some of the cinematic cuts from the game.
Mm.
It looks good. So,
Yeah, it's a hell of a series.
yeah, we're here for it.
Mm-hmm.
Again, let's try. Oh, this guy right here. This guy right here. Do you read this?
I didn't know this.
Is he capping? Is he trolling?
He could be,
Is he trolling?
man.
I had to go this. I had to show Lori today, maybe about 2 hours ago, the original trailer to Xanadu.
Mm-hmm.
And I was sitting there watching myself because I remember watching that movie. It was a big movie, you know what I'm saying? Like Grease and all that stuff.
Yep.
Flash Gordon, this is our
Yeah.
childhood here.
Right.
But watching Xanadu trailer again, then knowing about Itchy the Killer, and
Mm-hmm.
how do you combine those two?
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so
I have
it's
no
happened.
idea. It could be trolling. It could be.
Yeah. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm making my business. I put it in my phone, my notes, just to uh wait till the movie come out so we can like review and discuss it. Because
Yeah.
he's capping. All right. And this one right here comes out next week on Netflix.
Mm.
Okay.
Eric.
Yeah, he might be trolling Eric because that combination right there wasn't a good combination that he mentioned.
Right?
Halle Berry used to be a fighter. She's not fighting. Um, I guess she's going to train somebody or she's going to get back in the ring one more last hurrah fight. It looks good. See your trailers come on Netflix. I just want to talk about Halle Berry. I mean, of course, looking at her, she's stunning. She's a very pretty woman. But
Mm.
she took different roles to her career. I looked at her career and I thought about movies that I seen that she made a lot of movies that didn't rely on her beauty.
Mm.
She produced a movie like the Dorothy Dandridge story. She played roles where she down herself, where she's not, dialed up. And to see her do something like this, I'm like, I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of, let me take that back. A majority of nice looking uh, actress usually do that one Hail Mary movie when they get dialed up. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Whereas she's like, this is what it is. And I'm just going to just like keep making these movies and just do it and just age gracefully without, you know,
Yeah.
doing that last stuff. What's your thoughts on this? Because I'm really looking forward to this movie.
Yeah, man. I mean, hey, it's Halle Berry, and if it's a movie, and I didn't really know anything about it, but if it's a
Mhm.
movie where it's got that vibe where one more fight or whatever, that type of thing, I definitely would love to see it. The thing about Halle Berry, and people, if people have seen Wick 3,
Mhm.
look, Halle Berry, physically, she can pull off a role. She really can, because in John Wick 3, she trained for months, months and months and months. Right alongside Keanu, and she had cracked ribs and all these injuries because she was trying to do everything she could do without a double, without a stunt double, and it showed in that movie. So, and obviously she's a great actress. She has great screen presence and so forth.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I definitely would be into watching this. Is it, you said there's a trailer out for it?
Yeah, it's a trailer out for it.
I,
Speaking of female, boxers, I think the best one I seen, and it was sad, but I definitely enjoyed. It's called Million Dollar Baby. Have you seen that?
yes. Yep.
Great movie, man. Great movie.
Yeah. Excellent movie, man. Excellent movie.
And if
I mean,
she can get
yeah.
into the vein of that, or
Hmm.
just get almost being that caliber, then this movie would be all right with me, man. You know.
Yeah, I agree.
The next one I have for you is the King.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
um, so far so good. I'm definitely looking forward to this. Yeah, yeah, it looks good. I guess you've seen the trailer, but it looks good.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this right here. I think this is another one that if you're not paying attention, it goes under the radar. But this franchise alone is really good. It's in the
Mm.
top five easily with any DC or Marvel franchise or just superhero movies in general.
Mm.
I think it gets overlooked because they are rated R, which is
Mm.
fine. And it's come to think about it, Marvel make these movies. If you ever notice the beginning, it's like dots and stuff, but it says MARV.
Oh, okay.
So just pay attention to that the next time it comes on. You see MARV up there,
Hmm.
but it's really like dots, but you can see it's made out like that.
Hmm.
I'm quite sure you've seen the trailer because this one was postponed due to the COVID, but it comes out in December. This is something I will be seeing in the movie theater. I'm paying my money to see this in the movie theater. Um, what about you?
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm all for it, man. I love the franchise. I like the fresh take that it's trying to spin, on the whole spy genre, action spy genre and so forth.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm excited about it, you know. I do think, like you said, it's under the radar. And the other thing too, like you were just mentioning, the whole thing with the pandemic and how that kind of shut down everything and put everything out of whack. So
Hmm.
I hope that doesn't negatively impact, this movie, which, we've seen some of these movies that have come out, and we've seen, you know, the negative impact of the pandemic, and a lot of people still not going to theaters, and we've also seen some movies that have been able to be successful. So it's going to be interesting, just for any movie really, especially any big time movie like this, to see how it fares, where people are still getting comfortable with going back out to the theaters and stuff.
Yeah, I'm glad you say that because usually when a movie comes out in less than 30 days, they ramp up the promotion, and I haven't seen any promotion with this movie, so that's why I kind of like put it on my live stream to discuss it.
Hmm.
Um, Again, the director, he made Kick Ass. He mentioned again that he wanted to do Superman. He mentioned it before, and he said he made a pitch to DC, but I guess that nothing really dissolved out of that. It just like fell to the wayside.
Hmm.
But I would like to see what he can do if he gets under Marvel or DC umbrella and just make something.
Hmm.
So again, if not, he got his own thing going on right here with
All right.
the Kingsman.
Hmm.
I enjoyed part two. It was funny to me. And
Yeah,
it
it
was a nice
was.
continuation. It didn't drop. It just like a nice solid continuation. But this right here is gonna take it, not say take it back up, but just take it up another notch.
Hmm.
So I have this thing right here that we're gonna start, and we're gonna start off with this right here. This is my this week movie recommendation. A Harder Day Fall on Netflix. Again, if any of my watchers or viewers watching this, I'm gonna recommend it. Um, Again, I know we got to discuss it next Sunday. Hopefully, you'll see it by then or watch it by
Hmm.
then.
Yep.
But it's really a great movie. Night watch. I think you're really going to enjoy it. It's one of the movies that you want to watch with some people around so you can like interact and discuss it
Hmm.
while doing it. If not, it's cool to watch it by yourself. But I
Hmm.
think that's the type of movie. Yeah, so that's it for me and the live stream. But is there anything you want to share with me on the platform? Like any news?
Like I said, man, and I said it earlier, and not trying to make this a Sylvester Stallone stream, but if anyone watching hasn't seen the Rocky versus Drago director's cut, check it out, man. I mean, especially if you're a fan of the Rocky movies, or a fan of Rocky Four, or a fan of Sylvester Stallone. It was, I tell you, man, when I was watching that movie. And obviously, I watch a lot of movies, and I love movies. I've loved movies since I was a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but especially in my adult years, I can't remember a movie where I literally was on the edge of my seat for the whole movie, because I was just so amped up. I was so hyped up. Rocky Four is one of my favorites in the franchise.
Mm-hmm.
And when I watched it, this director's cut, it was just a fun experience. And that's, I guess, what I'm getting at is, that's what's so fun about movies, if you're a fan, is to have those moments where you're so excited, you're on the edge of your seat, you're
Mm-hmm.
filled with anticipation and stuff. So yeah, I would definitely say, check out that cut, man. And not to do any shameless plug, but it touched me so much that
Mm-hmm.
after I finished watching it, I had to prep an impromptu live stream. I like ran around my house for like 15 minutes, and I'm trying to set things up, because I was like, I gotta talk about it, man. So I talked about it, and that was a fun time too. But definitely check out Rocky versus Drago. It is digital now, so you can get it on Vudu, you can watch it on Prime,
Hmm.
and all that type of stuff. But yeah, it was a fun experience.
Okay, okay. All right. So, again, as always, thanks for coming through and
Yeah,
chopping up with me on some of these topics that I seen this week that I wanted to share with you guys that's watching,
absolutely.
Unite Watch. I will be doing something more catered towards a theme like I usually do, but if not, I'll just fall back to this because this is really good too.
Yeah.
Um, again, plug your channel in for people who's watching. If they're not familiar with your channel, let them know where they can follow you.
Oh yeah, you can find me on the Night Watch Zone, and yeah, man. I know it almost sounds like like some old TV show or something or whatever.
The radio host. Yeah, it's the Night Watch Zone, and I'm here to carry you through the whole night.
I like that, man. I like that. Don't laugh, man. I might have to ask you to do that audio, and I'll put it in like an intro or something, man.
Hey
I like
man, that's
that.
what it's there for. You can pull it, chop it up, edit, and use it. But I appreciate you coming through, and I will see you next week.
All right, man. No problem. I enjoyed it.
All right, peace.
All right.